What's up guys, I'm William from PV. I work in the design department here at a house today in Alpharetta, Georgia. This homeowner said that this room above the garage is having issues maintaining even heating and cooling. So I'm here to figure out what's going on. I started out by just drawing out this room on its own, made notes of where the supply registers are. We've got the window sizes, we've got these knee walls here, which just means there's attic behind them instead of exterior wall. A lot of times these rooms are uncomfortable because the space below them is unconditioned. So we're gonna try to figure out what's going on. Now that I got everything measured out, we'll step up into the attic and see what the ductwork is looking like. So here we are in the attic. It's pretty hot today. I don't think this attic is vented. We don't have any ridge vents up here. Got some mechanical attic ventilation. Back this way is the room we just came from, the bonus room. Looks like we got a couple of ducts going that way. So we'll just figure out which ones are our supplies and which are return. Looks like we got possibly a 10-8 a trunk and branch duct system here. Just trying to crawl back to make sure there's no additional ducts connected to this main trunk. Let's measure the insulation. Looks like we've got about 9 inches. For our climate zone, we're looking for a little bit closer to 12 to 14. Looks like we've also got a attic fan here right by these supply takeoffs. So if these ducts did happen to be leaky, there could be a potential for this fan to be pulling out some of that conditioned air. So we can see these ducts are pretty old. They're pretty much all metal, and they've got this old R6 insulation on them. The duct that's going back to that back bonus room is right up against the roof deck. So with this R6 insulation, there's probably more losses than a new duct system. And then also with it basically touching the roof line in some places, you're going to be having a lot more losses than normal. So right now I'm just marking my drawing. We've got that 10-inch duct here that goes back that way, and then we've got 2 8-inch branches coming off of it to serve that room. We'll be able to measure those supply CFMs and then compare that to what the load calculation is calling for. See, the customer also said that she was having some additional rooms that were uneven heating and cooling wise, so it's going to take another look at the ductwork and really map everything out. Yeah, this is a 10-inch, another trunk and branch system. Looks like it's got 2 takeoffs, one of which is going back towards the master bedroom that this customer said she was having issues with. Yep, so this one's going to her bedroom. Got a 4-inch going to her closet. And then it looks like we have another 7-inch that's going to the other bedroom. Just coming over to check out this side. This feeds the other half of the house. 10-inch here, and then this is going to her closet and bathroom, and then this is going to a bathroom and a bedroom. now that we've got everything mapped out, we'll jump downstairs and measure the airflows. Ooh, that feels good. Yeah, this is just a foam board attic cover. You can see they use spray foam on all the seams to make sure it's air sealed. This one doesn't exactly fit perfectly, but it'll still provide some insulation for this big attic hatch that would normally be uninsulated. All right, this is the flow hood that we'll use to measure all the airflows. Setting this up, make sure that none of the hood is restricting our airflow when we're measuring it. Let's see, we'll have to turn down the air so that our system gets running. All right, just heard the system turn back on. We'll give it a second to ramp all the way up. We're getting 125 CFM, 24 out of this supply. And once we measure everything, we'll just be able to compare what they have now versus what the load calculation is calling for. This was the 4-inch duct, putting out about 39 CFM. Got another 4-inch here, getting about 27 CFM. And then you'll notice this register is right over the bed. It's usually not a good place since occupants will notice air blowing on them. We all know good HVAC design is unnoticed for the most part. Got another 4-inch here, 23 CFM, that's pretty standard. And then onto the room that they're having the most issues with. So this was that 1088 that we checked out earlier. $127 CFM. Should be getting about the same from the other one. A little bit more. All right, we got all the information we need. So we're gonna head back to the office to finish off the load calculation. We'll be able to look at the airflows we measured and compare that to what the load calculation calls for. All right, so we're back at the office. We got our drawing translated to our RightSoft load calculation software. I just uploaded all the airflows that we measured, so now we'll be able to compare these to what the calculation is calling for each room. Go over here, we've got the bonus room. These values in black are what we measured. The ones in blue are what each register is calling for. So we can see there's a slight discrepancy, nothing super major, but she did express this room was hot. And then we'll go over to her bedroom and we see that she said this room was actually cold, even though it's getting less airflow than it really needs compared to the load calculation. But we've got our ducts drawn out, so we're able to look at our velocities and make sure that the air is coming out at the right speed and moving through the attic adequately. Looks like for her bedroom, even though the measured airflows aren't too off from what the room is calling for, we could potentially increase the size of the trunk that's going to that space to help improve airflow. And then we'd also recommend just adding dampers to all these branch ducts so that we have total control over the airflows, and we can come back out to the house and test everything and balance as needed. It looks like we're good to go with our equipment matchup. We've done our equipment selection and she should be in better shape now. All right, that's it for this design video. If you're experiencing similar issues in your home, please feel free to reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you achieve better comfort in your home. Make sure to like, subscribe, and be on the lookout for more PV content.